Hey guys, welcome back. So I have here the chart for Bitcoin versus US dollar. These are the one-day candles from Bitfinex. I'm still positive on Bitcoin. I think it's just consolidating and it will push higher sometime. So my plan, as you guys already know, is just hold it through until the next fork. Here I have the box. By the way, the next fork might happen earlier than planned, because I think it was planned for the 16th of November, but now I think they're mining the blocks faster or something like that, and it might happen the 14th of November. So I put my box here on the 14th, starting on the 14th. So basically, I mean, this is an education channel for trading, right? So I'm just gonna tell you why I, how I trade it or hold it, and what you can look for. This doesn't mean you have to follow my exact strategy. It's never a good idea to copy someone else's trades, because I have my own plan, I have my own risk tolerance, I have my own personality, and I have my own beliefs on the asset and etc. So you should have your own plan. You should not follow my plan, because I mean, I know how I will react if things don't go my way, but how will you react? That's up to you to decide it. But my reasons for being bullish on Bitcoin is because we are very clearly above moving averages. We have okay volume, not like what we had here in this ugly uptrend here. Nothing was really clear. It was going up and down below moving averages, then it went up, but the volume was very, very, very small. It was overbought. I mean, this was all signals that it was not sustainable. But once we started getting significant volume here, then I anticipated that we were going to have an impulsive movement, and that's what I like when I trade or I buy any asset. I try to buy it when I can anticipate an impulsive movement, so that I don't have to be suffering and thinking what's going to happen here, this is going to reverse on me. That's not good emotionally. And so yeah, that's what I do. I try to trade breakouts or situations where I think it's going to have an impulsive movement. So anyway, since then, we've been above moving averages. We had corrections, big corrections like this one, for example, but it bounces on the moving average, goes higher, it bounces on the moving averages, and the bounce. Now we are about to touch the moving average again, so I always assume it's going to bounce and go higher. So the key level for me for Bitcoin is this black line here, which is the price is 5,570, more or less, from Bitfinex. And I expect to just bounce here and go higher. I expect by the time of the fork to be at the all-time highs or higher. That's my expectation. It doesn't have to happen like that, but my last entry for Bitcoin, the average was $4,800. That's what I paid for Bitcoin since I have been holding. So for me, if it breaks down and it goes as low as 5,000 or 4,800, I'm still not gonna be worried. I'm not gonna sell. I'm not gonna buy either at 4,800, because that's my average cost. So if I buy more at the same price, it's not going to improve my average. I would only buy more if it was going to go below 4,800. And then I would buy more and trade the bounce, because if I buy for cheaper than 4,800, it means my average is lowered, so it represents that all I have, it cost me less than 4,800. So then when it finally bounces, I can sell for any price. Like if I sell for 4,800, if only bounces up to 4,800 and I sell, I'm already on some profit, which is not the idea. It's not what I anticipate. I don't think it's going to go below 4,800 or even 5,400. I don't even anticipate it's going to go down. I think it's more probable that it's going to go up. But you always need to have a plan B, just in case the price doesn't move in your direction, which happens often. But so far, I think it's just going to bounce on the moving average. So the key level right now is 5,570. If that one is broken on the downside, then I could be concerned that it's going to break and go down more. But until that doesn't happen, I'm not even going to be worried. So this is my assessment for Bitcoin. So yeah, I'll repeat that. So when we are below moving averages, you have to always assume that it's going to bounce off and continue going down. And when we are above moving averages and it's bouncing on the moving average, you always need to assume that it's going to continue to bounce and go higher until it doesn't do it. Like, for example, in here. So it bounced here 1 time, 2 times, not quite, 3 times, 4 times, and then on the 5th time, it didn't do it. That's fine. You will be wrong 1 time because from here you would assume it will bounce and go higher, and it didn't do it. But it doesn't matter. You have been right 5 times making money, or 4 times, and in the 5th time you've been wrong and it crashed. Big deal. Then you sell. You either sell here for a big profit already, or you either double up when it touches bottom. Like that will depend on your own, you know, risk tolerance and all that, and your own personality or belief about the asset. I would have sold here, not doubled up here. Although I bought at 3 and sold at 3.5 and I got out of there, I didn't hold through this for the reasons I explained before. But yeah, what I mean is, when we are above moving average, you always assume it's going to continue to bounce and go higher until it doesn't do it. And then when it doesn't do it and you're wrong, you just, you know, take your profit or take whatever, or buy more down below, whatever your plan is. But you're going to be right more times than not, a lot more. So that's the plan for here. We've been bouncing on top of the moving average, so I expect to continue to do the same until it doesn't do it. So that's what I have for Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash, I entered this position for Bitcoin Cash. I didn't buy a lot, but I saw this rounded shape here, and I see this. It's like it wants to break out, because it tried here and it bounced back down, but it went up again to try and break it again. So I can see it really wants to break through, and if it does, it could go higher. So, and again, now we went above moving average, so it bounced here on the moving average. This is an important breakout, so if it breaks through, I think it'll go high. So I have here my profit target, but all these black lines are resistance. So all these are important resistance. Every time we touch one of the resistance, two things can happen. Either we get a reversal and we go down, or either it's gonna have to fight it and it will break through. So once we touch those lines above, I'm gonna have to be looking at the patterns, because if I see a continuation pattern, like struggling to break, but like that it's likely that it's gonna continue higher, then I will hold it. But if I see a reversal pattern, I might just sell for a profit there. But my expectation is to break through all this resistance and hit here. And if we go this high, I will be selling here for sure and staying away. I got this these are support and resistance lines from the past here. So if we make it that high, I will sell for a profit here. It's almost a 40% profit. And then I'll stay away until I see what happens, because I think it might hit here, consolidate, or start downtrending slowly. So I don't want to be holding on to these types of things. Even if I sell here for a profit and then quickly breaks out again and it shoots up, I will re-enter it, even if that means missing out in a little bit of profit. I don't mind missing out in some profit, but I only want to trade or enter positions when I can expect an impulsive movement. I'm not interested in sideways movements. That's just not good. Emotionally, it's, yeah, you learn that with practice. If you've done it like long enough, you realize it's just not good holding on to things that are going sideways or slowly downtrending. You just don't want to be in those situations. And Ethereum versus Bitcoin, I still think this is bearish. I think it's going to touch moving average and bounce down. That's what you need to assume all the time. So it might not do it. We might get a reversal. I don't really care. I'm not keen to chase anything here. Same for Dash versus Bitcoin. It just looks very bearish. Like it just touched moving average. It went right back down. So I expect to bounce, go up a little bit, touch moving average, and continue to go down, or consolidate maybe. But as I say, I'm not interested in sideways movements. And then BitConnect, I I wanted to show you because my initial investment, as you know, is 2020, and I earned already, basically I doubled my money because when I get paid here, commissions or interest, I converted right away into the BitConnect coin. So let me refresh here. So the price for BitConnect now is 212 per coin. So if I have 18 coins on my wallet, 1867 times 212, that's almost $4,000 right there. So I basically doubled my initial investment in 3 weeks, actually in less than 3 weeks. So I could already cash out my initial investment, and then this would be risk-free already. Whatever happens later, I wouldn't be losing any money. I am not cashing out yet because because the BitConnect coin is going to be added to this exchange tomorrow, so I expect the price to go up. It doesn't mean it has to happen for sure. You never know you never have the 100%, but I'm still expecting this to go up by tomorrow once it's added to the exchange. And at that moment, when I think it's the best price I can get, I will most likely cash out $2,000 and keep the rest. And continue from there, so you know that it's not going to cost me anymore. And I would recommend, I hate using the word recommend because I don't want to recommend anything. You need to have your own plan according to your own personality, but I think it's always good to, once you have enough, take out your initial investment so it's risk-free. But it's very important, if you do that, if you take out your initial investment, you don't change your mindset. You don't, just because it's free money, the rest that you're going to have here, just because it's free money, it doesn't mean you're going to be more loose or more risky. You need to continue to do the same. You need to continue to follow your strategy. If it's been working out well, don't change it just because it's free money, because that happens a lot as well. When you cash out your initial investment, it's like your mindset changes and you become more loose and more risky just because it's not going to cost you money. And that's a very big mistake. So I wanted to point that out. And guys, thanks for joining my team here. I hope you are enjoying the benefits as well. We've been having nice interest these past days. I have 32 people now in my team. Thanks so much for that. And I'm going to change this this thing. I have been offering my premium videos for anyone who takes a loan under my team. But I was telling you guys to let me know on a YouTube comment. I'm gonna use my email address. I think it's gonna be more organized because I get more people doing loans than the people that's asking me for my videos. So I'm sure I didn't send my videos to all of the people that's doing loans here. Maybe I am missing the messages, maybe because I don't get notified all the time by YouTube for some reason. So guys, just send me, if you join my team and take a loan, send me an email letting me know your username on BitConnect, and I will check you out here and send you the link for my premium videos right on your email. I'm going to be sharing my email address on the description of my videos from now on, and let's just do it like that because, yeah, on on YouTube comments, I think it's not very organized. I think I'm missing some or something, and I want to deliver what I promise. So yeah, I wanted to show these guys. I never talk about things that I think they are risky on my channel. I'm very, very conservative, and I do only things that I consider the least risky. Even though the whole cryptocurrency is risky, and actually any market is risky. Trading the regular markets is even more difficult than this. So what I mean is, I don't look at any cryptocurrency that it's not on the top 10 by market cap because I find them to be too risky. I don't do ICOs because they are too risky. I want to see things. I try to look at things when they have some record that I can look at how they have been performing for a year, you know, before I put any money into it, even if that means paying more expensive 1 year later. I prefer to pay more expensive 1 year later than paying very cheap on the ICO and then have the company disappear and lose completely my investment. So yeah, I'm not I'm not the type of person that likes to take a lot of risk. I am risky, but not really that much. And guys, BitConnect it's not all that risky after all. I mean, I doubled my initial investment in 3 weeks, and you can do the same. So if you cash out your initial investment, then it's risk-free already. So yeah. Guys, I think I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.